Hi there makers, it's Gavin here at Minerva. I hope you are having a fantastic week. I am back with you again today to talk you through the very latest options for our new Minerva sewing kits. Now this month we've got something a little bit different for you as we have got some fantastic bag making kits. So we've picked out two of our favourite bag making patterns for you, and then we have 5 options for each of them. The patterns we've picked out for you today are the fantastic Poolside Tote and the lovely versatile Oxbow Tote. And these are both patterns from Noodlehead, who are experts in doing really fantastic bag making patterns. Now, our kits contain absolutely everything you need to make a complete project. So that includes the paper pattern, any fabric you might need, but also all the additional elements too, such as zips, clips, D-rings, interfacing, coordinating threads, needles, absolutely everything. And when it comes to bag making, this is particularly handy as there's quite often a lot of very specific elements you'll need for bag making kits, such as like D-rings, sliders, clasps, specialized interfacing. With these kits, you've got all of that covered, so you're guaranteed that you're going to have everything you need to get started with the kits right away. Our kits are fully customizable too, so what that means is that you can easily swap out any elements that you wish to change or that you find that you don't need, or say you want a little bit of extra fabric, maybe you want to make up a couple of versions of the bag. You've got that complete flexibility, so you can make those changes either before or after you've added the kits to your basket to get the kit exactly the way you want it. So our first featured pattern this month is the Poolside Tote by Noodlehead Patterns. Now this is a generously sized, fully lined tote bag. It's definitely the simpler of the two patterns. So if you're maybe a newcomer to bag making, you want something maybe that's a little less challenging, or you're gifting this to someone who's just starting out on their bag making journey, this is probably the ideal one for them to try out. This is what you'll be sewing up. So this is the Poolside Tote, and it is a lovely open-topped tote bag. So it is super roomy. There's lots of space in there. You've got the option of a zippered exterior pocket, or you could make this as a slip pocket instead if you don't want to do the zip. Alternatively, you've got that option of putting one or both on either side of the bag to give you a little bit more flexibility. And there's also a little key loop chain inside the bag. So if you do take this out to the beach, you've got somewhere to clip your keys to, so you're not going to lose them in everything else you've got going on in the bag. So this open top tote measures 14.5 inches wide across the base, which is 37 centimeters. It's 14.5 inches tall, again 37 centimeters, and it's 7.5 inches or 18 centimeters wide. So this is frankly a super tote pattern. It is wonderfully roomy. So if you are going to the beach, you can whack in your towels, you can whack in a change of clothes. You've got room for a book, some water in there, a few little nibbles. You've got everything you need. What's great about this is that you don't need to use it just as a poolside tote bag. This would be fantastic as a shopping bag for day-to-day use. I think this would work really nicely as a little project tote. So if you like to take your crafting with you on the go, maybe you're doing some embroidery, you've got a knitting or crochet project, maybe you're doing some hand sewing or some hand quilting, this is a fantastic option for taking your crafts with you wherever you go and just having somewhere to store them all that's going to be nice and tidy and out of the way. So let's take a look at what you get inside your Poolside Tote kit. Of course, you get the Poolside Tote pattern, and this gives you all the instructions that you need to make your Poolside Tote. There are pattern pieces in there for a lot of the pattern pieces. What you will find with some Noodlehead patterns is it also gives you some dimensions in which to cut specific elements out as well. So there's some elements that you don't even need a pattern piece for, you just need to follow the instructions. Of course, like all our Minerva sewing kits, we've got a full free sew along for you as well. So if you prefer to watch along as you're making, you can follow along with Diane and she'll give you all the know-how you need to make your own poolside tote. So in addition to the tote itself, in addition to the pattern, you also get our Minerva Exclusive Heavy Cotton Canvas, which is what we've intended as the main accent fabric for your kit. You also get some lining fabric. We've chosen some cotton poplin for you for this one. There is some contrast fabric as well. So this is a plain coordinating cotton canvas. We have also provided some fusible interfacing so that you can get good results and create a really nice sturdy bag. There is a coordinating zip, so if you do want to do that zipper pocket on the front of your tote, you've got that option. There is some webbing there for you as well, and that's for the key loop inside the tote bag. Likewise, we also have a little swivel clasp fastener for that key loop. And of course, you get some coordinating Gutermann thread, and we've included some size 100 universal sewing needles, which are a good sturdy needle for working with thick canvas fabric and the multiple layers that you're going to have with a pattern like this. As always, we've got 5 fantastic options for you to choose from for your poolside tote kits. So let's take a look at the different fabrics that we've picked out for you this time. Now this is a real favourite of mine. This is a print that I've sewn with before and I really love it. This is our Pollen Passion print, and this is on our Minerva Exclusive Heavy Cotton Canvas. So this is 100% cotton fabric. It's a 355 GSM fabric, which puts it into our heavy category, and you can probably hear from the sound of it, this is definitely a substantial fabric. It's very structured, it's very firm, there's no give, there's absolutely no stretch in it. And this is 140 centimetres or 55 inches wide. Now, this Pollen Passion print is just gorgeous with its rich colours. So it's got this kind of cayenne pepper, orangey red background and these really lovely bold floral prints across it in magenta, orange and deep navy blue leaves. And it's this navy blue that we've picked out for you in the coordinating fabrics for this one. So you have a navy blue basket weave cotton canvas and a deep navy blue cotton poplin as your coordinating elements. And this one has been sewn up for us by Jinx and Gunner. So for our second design, we've picked out this lovely monochrome option for you. And this print is called Monstera Medley. This is a lovely, bold option if you like something that's kind of graphic, that's got that pop, but will coordinate with absolutely anything in your wardrobe, then I think this is a fantastic option. So this particular print has a pure white background, and across it you have these black prints of Monstera leaves. And with its bold monochrome nature, we've paired this one up with black contrast elements, so it keeps that monochrome black and white colour scheme going throughout your project. And this particular one has been sewn up for us by 26 by Diana. For our third option this time round, we have got this lovely, more colourful design, and this one is called Playful Parlour. So this particular print is a navy blue background and has a lovely mix of botanical elements dancing across it. So you have these palm leaves in orange, lilac, green, a lighter blue, and then you've got these little abstract shapes going across it as well, which I think is a really lovely option for a bag making kit. And this one has been sewn up for us by Chatterstitch. Now, obviously, because you've got that navy blue background, we thought the perfect coordination for this would be a navy blue canvas and poplin. So it really takes that blue elements through your whole project. If you fancy something with a little bit more pop to it, then you might just like this version. Now, this is our Rose Dream print on our heavy cotton canvas. And this is just a delight in pinks. So across the surface, it's a white background, but you've got these really rich, bold, colourful roses in rich pinks with these teal green and purple leaves going on in the background. And naturally, with such lovely bold colours, we had to pair this up with some really bright magenta pink backgrounds. So you've got a deep magenta cotton canvas and a lovely pink pop there for the lining fabric as well. And then last but by no means least, we've got this option, which is the version that we've got our sample made up in. Now, this particular print is called Tempting Treasures, and this is a really unusual design. It's really large scale and has got some unusual bold elements in it that I think makes it really special. So it's a kind of deep navy blue background, but across it, you've got a whole range of colourful elements from fruits, flowers, you've got jewels, there's a little jewel turtle, you've got kind of brooches. Depending on where you cut the fabric, there's a flamingo in there. It's a really bold, really interesting design that I think works fantastically for a large-scale tote bag like this. We've paired this up with black contrast elements to really let that print be framed and do the talking. And this one has been sewn up for us by Thready Set Sew. So second up this month is the Oxbow Tote from Noodlehead Patterns. This is definitely the more advanced make of the two. There's a lot more elements to contend with, but if you want something that's really going to be an elevated, really high quality bag, this is going to be a fantastic option. So the Oxbow Tote is a very versatile zip top tote bag that you can sew up in two different sizes. There is an easy access front pocket at the front here, which has a pop fastener. You've got a zipper top, and then inside you have some compartments within, as well as a very large main bag area. There are webbing handles, so you can carry it that way, but you also have an adjustable crossbody strap, so you've got some real flexibility in how you use and how you carry this bag. There are two sizes. The regular size is 15 inches wide by 5 inches deep and 12 inches tall, which is 38 by 13 by 31 centimetres. And then you also have the overnight version, which is 18 inches wide, 7 inches deep and 14 inches tall, which is 46 by 18 by 37 centimetres. Now, our kits give you everything you need to make either one of those sizes. So you have that option, you've got that versatility, you're not tied into which one you want to do right from the off. The Oxbow Tote is quite an extensive pattern in terms of the number of elements that you'll need, but we've made sure that every single element that you do require for this pattern is included in your kits. So naturally, you get the Oxbow Tote pattern, which has got your full instructions on how to make the bag. Like before, we have got a full free sew along for you as well. So Diane will support you through every step of the journey and show you how to deal with each element that goes into making this bag. Again, you'll get the pattern pieces in there for some of the elements of the Oxbow Tote, but other elements may be dimensions which you then just have to measure out and cut out. But either way, you'll soon be off and running and making up your own tote. In addition to the pattern, we've again picked out some of our Minerva Exclusive heavy cotton canvas, which is going to make you a great quality tote bag. We've paired that up with some coordinating cotton canvas and also some coordinating lining fabric. Now, for all of the Oxbow Tote kits, you've got black fabric, which coordinates really nicely with all the different fabric designs we've got for you. Now, prepare yourself. Here are the other elements that you also get in this kit. So there are some heavy-duty snaps. So you've got a full kit there for creating the popper on the front of the bag. Because our kits are customizable, if you already have a snap fastener kit, you may find this is an element you could easily remove from your kit if you don't need it. You have two types of webbing in there for doing all your straps. There is a coordinating zip for the top of your tote bag. You have swivel clasp fasteners for the crossbody strap. Additionally, you also get D-rings and side buckles. And then there are actually 3 different types of interfacing for this particular kit. So you get the sturdy interfacing, which gives you that support at the base of the bag and means that it's going to be really kind of hard wearing and last you a long time. You've got this super foam sewing interfacing, which really helps bring a quality feel and finish to a bag. So it's definitely worth including that in your kit. And you also have some standard woven interfacing as well. And then lastly, of course, we also include some coordinating Gutermann thread in your kits and some size 100 universal machine sewing needles, which will give you that strength to get through the heavy cotton canvas and the multiple layers of fabrics and interfacing that you're going to have going on with this kit. So let's take a look at the fabrics that we've picked out for you in your Oxbow tote kits. First up is this lovely bold option, and this is our Woodland Echo print from our Minerva Exclusive range. This is a bold black background with a whole range of botanical leaf designs going across it. So you have sharp whites, cyans, reds, orange, in a whole load of different levels of kind of intricacy. So it creates a really nice pattern design. And this particular one has been sewn up for us by the Wheelie Stitcher. For our second kit, we've picked out one of our absolute classic designs. You might recognise this one because it's been part of our Minerva Exclusive collection since the very first range we released. This is called Animal Glow, and it is an animal print design with a very bold, graphic, quite modern colour scheme. So in the background, you have an indigo, deep bluey purple, and across it, these really large-scale black and bold pink elements. It's a really cute, fun take. It's not a classic animal print, but I think the bold colours and the really lovely design are going to create a really unique tote bag that is just going to go with so many different outfits. Now, this one has been sewn up for us by Social Worker. If you prefer something maybe a little bit more classic, then this might be the option for you. This is our Rose Reverie print, and this is much more subtle and has a black background with deep teal roses across it. It's such a lovely design that I think it almost has a kind of visual texture to it. Because it's all monochrome, I think it's something that will go with a lot of different colours, a lot of different outfits, and make a really versatile option for your Oxbow tote. And this particular one has been sewn up for us by She Sews Happiness. This fourth option, I think, is such a fun print. I think this would be a lovely way of showing to the world and saying, hey, I'm a maker, I'm proud of it. This is our Sewing Spree design, and it is a black print, which I have currently holding upside down. It's a black print, and across it, there is a whole load of different sewing elements. So there are dress forms, there are pattern pieces, you've got ribbons, ironing boards, safety pins, buttons. It's a really lovely print, and I love the fact that it's quite subtle. So from a distance, just looks like a really lovely monochrome print. But up close, there's so much lovely detail in there, and I think it's something that says, hey, I'm a maker and I'm proud of it. And I think this would be such a nice option for an Oxbow tote. Also, I think if you wanted to customize your Poolside tote kit and maybe make a little crafty project bag, this could be a lovely option for that as well. And last but not least is this lovely version that was sewn up for us for our sample. Now, this print is called Exotic Plains, and it is a lovely modern animal print design that has a gorgeous cream background, and across it you have these animal prints in black, coral, pink, a little bit of teal, there's some green in there. It's a lovely mix of colours, and I think the black contrast really complements the animal print design you've got going on there. It's a kind of joyful little mix of colours as well, so I don't think it's too slavish to a traditional animal print, but just gives you a lovely mix of colours that I think makes a fantastic option for the Oxbow tote. And this one has been sewn up for us by Katie. As always, we will tag all the patterns and the fabrics used in these kits down below, and you'll also find links there to all the individual kits as well. So you can go to those kit pages, have a closer look at the example ones that have been sewn up for us by our Minerva makers, and you can also then click Add All to add all the items in the kit to your basket. All our Minerva sewing kits are customizable, so you can change the elements on that page before you add them to your basket, or you can make changes to them afterwards as well. So if you want to add more fabric, maybe you already have the pattern and don't need that element, you've got that flexibility to control and make the kits exactly the way you want them to be. Now, all the fabrics that we've chosen for you, these prints are from our Minerva Print on Demand range. So if there's a print here that you really like the look of, you'll be able to get this across all our different print on demand fabrics. There's now well over 70 to choose from. So as well as cotton canvas, you also have the option of cotton poplin, viscose challis, velvet, cotton jersey. There are so many options. So you've got a real opportunity to pick and choose the fabrics that you like, the prints that you like, and create your own wardrobe however you want it to be. In case you're interested today, I am wearing the LB Textiles Sanders button-up pattern. And this is in our Charming Checks cotton poplin, which is one of the prints from our Tammy Handmade range. Again, this is from our print on demand range. So if you wanted this print, say, in our heavy cotton canvas for a bag, you absolutely could. And I think that would look fantastic. Now, do let us know in the comments what you think of the kits this month. Is there one of these two patterns that's your favourite? We would love to hear about it. Maybe you've sewn up one of these patterns before. We would love to see how you've got on. So do leave us some images. If you don't yet have a Minerva account, it is completely free to sign up and register at minerva.com, and you can share your makes and get involved in the sewing community. You can also save 10% off absolutely everything you order at Minerva for 12 months when you sign up to our craft club. So that's a fantastic option and well worth it if you're picking up one of these bag making kits. If you did enjoy this video, do give us a like, give us a subscribe, and make sure you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. We have fantastic videos every day here at Minerva. So we have super sew-alongs, learn to sew videos, pattern drafting, some fabric inspiration. We've got our fantastic fabric masterclass series. There is so much to learn, so much to enjoy. So do subscribe and don't miss out. That's everything that I've got for you today. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope I will see you again soon. Happy sewing.